Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percipali. Paul, what is an astronaut's favorite ice cream? A float.
Cute.
Thank you.
Did you come up with that one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Most of these have been stolen from online ice cream pun lists.
Well, the one for Dairy Queen you came up with on your own.
Yes, the gelato fun one. I did make that one up.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe we should do a thing where I have to guess whether or not that you made it or you got it off.
Oh, I like that. That's a fun... We'll do that next time.
Okay.
But, despite the origins of the opening pun, in our last episode we reviewed Froyo Cafe, which we placed at the A tier level. And for this episode, we are reviewing an international chain with pink spoons and 31 flavors. None other than Baskin Robbins.
And they do indeed have pink spoons.
Mm-hmm. And actually more than 31 flavors by now, but we'll learn about that
as we go on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, as always, here's a little bit of background information about Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins, back at 45, Bert Baskin and Irv Robbins had a pretty great idea. See, they were big ice cream people. So while every other ice cream shop stuck with vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, they decided to go big. Let's offer 31 flavors instead big. Because ice cream should be an everyday treat. And the people? Yeah, they love that. It's safe to say, Bert and Irv's passion made an impact. Fast forward about 75 years. 75 years?
Yep.
They've been at it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm assuming that they're not at it anymore.
Well, probably
this
not.
This is America. And, people don't usually last longer than that. Fast forward about 75 years, and we're over 1,400 flavors strong.
Yep, so a little more than 31.
Yeah,
Just a smidge.
Just a smidgen. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But the best part is, we've got flavors for everyone. For every day, and for every occasion. 14,000 flavors.
1,400, not 14,000.
Yeah, 1,400. So that would be... They got about 4 years worth of flavors if you wanted to try one every single day. And assuming you had access to it.
That's a good point, yeah. If you wanted to do something different every time.
Yeah, so for 4 years, you would... As long as you don't have any allergies.
Right.
Right. So whether your kid's team finally won a game... You found your left shoe, or you just got out of bed this morning, there's always a yay-worthy scoop ready for you, and we think that's pretty cool.
I gotta tell you, the people who write the Baskin Robbins copy marketing stuff are my people. Because, I love that you found your left shoe. Alright, time to get some ice cream. Let's celebrate. Here we go.
Yeah, you got out.
You got out of bed today. Ice cream.
Yes.
Yes. I agree with this on a spiritual level.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho. So, some just additional details, because this little blurb is from the history section on their specific website. Some other stuff I learned while doing the additional research. Robbins and Baskin are brothers-in-law.
Okay.
I don't know how exactly it worked, who was married to whom, but they are related by marriage.
Okay.
Okay. And Robbins was the one who initially had an ice cream shop in Glendale, California. But Baskin served in World War II. And when he came back from World War II, he opened his own shop in Pasadena, and then I guess they got to talking and said, hey, we should just run one ice cream shop together in California, because that's where it started, in California, to get things off the ground so we're not competing against each other. And they said, okay. They chose to name the shop based on a coin flip of whose name was going to be first.
Did the coin fall on its side and then just get stuck or something? Oh, first.
Yeah, whose name was going to be first.
Okay.
So I assumed they were just going alphabetical, but apparently there was a coin flip involved.
I mean, Baskin Robbins sounds a lot better than Robbins and Baskin.
I think so too, personally.
I'm thinking that might be bullshit because after they stopped and thought about it for a while, they were like, "Oh, that sounds stupid.
Well,
just go with the other one."
In the Baskin Robbins lore, apparently it was decided by coin flip, which I think is kind of funny.
It's a big old... That coin flip had wide-reaching tendrils into the future. Very butterfly effect sort of stuff.
Definitely. But more info about Baskin Robbins and their current operations.
Mm-hmm. So, again, off their website, all of our 2,400 plus locations in the United States are locally owned and operated. So, alright, that's just in the United States, and that's still a pretty big amount.
Just wait till you get to the international number.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just skipped ahead with my eyes for a second. So no matter which shop you visit, you're always supporting a local business, and that's a reason to celebrate.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. So even though, like, the whole thing is a big giant chain, right, each individual franchise has individual owners, and so in a way, you're still, like, got that small business feel.
Yeah. And, let's see, over 7,900 locations across 52 countries.
So remember how we were impressed when Cold Stone had lots of international locations?
Yeah.
This place puts them to shame.
Okay, so Baskin Robbins is bigger.
And Baskin Robbins is the biggest chain that we have looked at so far.
So even bigger than Dairy Queen.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the biggest one. It had 52 countries is like double the number of countries for either of the other ones.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yep.
And part of Inspire Brands, this is part of Inspire Brands, which I've never heard of before, but that includes Arby's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Dunkin' Donuts, Jimmy John's, and Sonic.
Yep. And
the two biggest of those two that work together on a regular basis are Baskin Robbins and Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. For most of the ones by us, I don't think we have a standalone Baskin Robbins.
No.
Near us. They're always attached to a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts is just more common, and the Baskin Robbins is just a
bonus.
Yeah, the bonus.
But yeah, so I didn't know that the same company owned Arby's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Jimmy John's, and Sonic.
What is a Jimmy John's?
It's a sandwich place.
Are they around here?
I don't think so, to be honest, because they have commercials and stuff for them, but I don't know. That's Jersey Mike's. That's not the same thing. But yeah, they exist. I just don't know where we would have
one.
I'm sorry. If you heard the awkward rumbling, my stomach decided to growl.
Yeah, it happens. At least it's not like we're doing audiobook recordings. That would be a bigger problem.
Yeah, the closest one to us is in Jersey City.
Ah.
So we're not that we'll never have a Jimmy John's, but just probably not anytime soon.
And probably out of the state.
Yeah. Be more likely to go to it if we were on a trip somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jimmy John's does sandwiches. Arby's, you know what Arby's is, I assume. They do fast food sandwiches and fries. Buffalo Wild Wings, it's in the name. They do
Sonic
wings.
Is an assortment of food. They're the outdoor restaurant sort of thing, and then they have the milkshakes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. They're actually on our list later down the line to do some milkshake stuff with them. And then we can talk more about Inspire Brands and how that works.
Right.
But for today, focusing on Baskin Robbins, and you know how I said I really like the people who write the copy on their website?
Mm-hmm.
So this was from their website, and I thought it was really funny. It's just marketing for when to buy ice cream.
Right.
So I'm gonna read this, and then we're going to have a little bit of a discussion. This is the English teacher in me coming out, because I feel like there's a lot to unpack here.
Okay.
But anywho. Some people think happiness is elusive. That all you can do is sit back and hope it comes to you. Well, they don't see what we see. Made your bed? That's a reason to celebrate. Put on pants with actual buttons? There's another. Catch your kid's smile coming off the bus today? Worth celebrating. See, happiness isn't a lottery you win. It's a choice you can make. Even if the world hands you a million reasons to choose otherwise. So laugh it off over ice cream. Get a just because cake. Find your slice of happiness to celebrate.
Well, it's kind of nice, but also I have a feeling that Baskin Robbins' general, opinion on cakes and stuff like that is, I don't think decadence is the right word, but they definitely seem like the type who, they want you to splurge.
I would say so, yes. But I also I still think it's really adorable that their marketing strategy is just, celebrate the little things.
That is kind of nice.
Which is kind of nice. Even if it is put on pants with actual buttons, which I think is hilarious to me.
I can't remember the last time I did that. Oh, wait, no. I guess there's the one button on the top and then...
You have buttons on your pants.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess on the pockets and stuff.
But your button...
And on the top. Yeah, okay.
No, they're talking about, that I have leggings on today, because why else? It's the weekend. Why would I wear real pants?
Right.
And I still went and got Baskin Robbins. So see, you can do it no matter what type of pants you're wearing, everyone.
That does seem to be the case.
They didn't kick me out.
That is true.
But, yeah, so that's just... I like their little marketing strategy. I think the writers at the Baskin Robbins Corporation are a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, now we get to hear about the signature dishes.
All right. So, going into the signature dishes. So, there's scooped ice, now over 31 flavors. What was it, 1,400?
Yeah, over 1,400 that they cycle through.
They include regular and non-dairy flavors. So yeah, they have I saw that when I was looking through the list earlier today, that they had an assortment of sugar-free. I think I saw maybe one dairy-free or something like that.
Yeah, they currently are marketing a non-dairy cookies and cream, which is, it's funny too because it's not spelled like cream, it's spelled creme. Cookies and creme, because it's not cream, it's not dairy.
What's creme?
I don't know.
Okay, because I know that's a word that's existed before. They didn't just make it up.
No, but I just think it's funny. Sweet creme, flavored frozen dessert with chocolate, creme-filled cookies, and chocolate cookie swirls.
I like how they didn't call it ice cream. They call it frozen dessert. It does... For the no, I guess not. I was going to say, so the definition of ice cream is it has to have dairy, but that is not true.
I don't think that's necessarily
because there's dairy-free ice cream.
Yeah, so they have a couple they have dairy-free, you tell us.
Alright, so, along with the regular and non-dairy flavors, they have sherbets and sorbets. Sorbet. Don't give me that look.
You're the ice cream guy. You need to know how to pronounce these things.
Yeah, well, you need to stop being such an English teacher.
Yeah, I can't.
All right.
It doesn't turn off.
All right, so sherbets and sorbet. So, if I remember correctly, sherbets is ice cream that has a certain amount of ice, Italian ice kind of stuff mixed in with it to create a certain ratio of one to the other. Is that how that works?
We talked about sherbet in our Ralph's episode, so hang on.
You're pulling it up?
A quick moment. I'm going to pull up some notes here.
And I'm assuming that there's some sort of difference between sorbet and sherbet.
Well, sorbet is, I believe, fully dairy-free, and sherbet usually has, a little bit in it. Because, like you said, it's the mixture of the,
mixture of
ice and
regular ice cream.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sherbet, whatever how you pronounce it, has a cream level, whereas sorbet is usually just fruit.
All right.
And ice.
We can while you look that up, or did you look it up?
That's what I got.
Okay, got it. So, then moving on, they also have flavor of the month.
So I have 2 listed here. One is...
As examples.
Yes, one is from the summertime that they still had marketing for. I don't know if you noticed this on the windows. I took pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And then one is their current flavor for the month of September, which is when we're recording this.
You mean the sun-bleached posters?
Yes.
Okay. I only noticed them. I didn't actually read them.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what was on it. One of their flavors from summer.
All right. So for summer, Beach Day. Or...
Yeah, no, that's what it's called.
It's called Beach Day.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And which includes salted vanilla ice cream with milk chocolate caramel. And I don't know. When I think of like summer ice cream, I think of something a little bit lighter than that.
Well, if you finish reading...
Oh, okay. I thought there was like new or like a different thing. But So, let's see. Salted vanilla ice cream with milk chocolate caramel. Sea turtles? What's sea turtles?
So, chocolate caramel sea turtles. Like, you know how they have the little... Look.
Those little guys. Oh, they're in the shape of shells.
It's a chocolate sea turtle that goes in the ice cream.
That's cute.
And it's so like the ice cream base is blue. They have the sea turtles, and then if you read the rest of the ingredients, it's other beach stuff.
All right. So with the frosting flecks, that sounds like like a Christmas thing, but okay. Swirls of graham cracker sand.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I see how
like
it's summery.
A beach day. So the green frosting is mixed in with the graham cracker sand and the little turtles in blue ice cream. So it's like all the stuff in the water.
Oh, that's cute.
It's adorable.
Now that I'm looking at it through that eyes, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is cute.
It is pretty cute. I didn't try it. They did have it still today. Because I guess that it's on its way out, I think, because summer is ending. But I went, well, we'll talk about the seasonal flavor I got as we continue. But the thing I couldn't have, which is their September flavor.
And the one that's next on the list is the Oreo monkey business. And I'm sure that you guys have remembered, or if this is the first time you're tuning into the podcast, Holly is terribly allergic to banana.
Cue the photo of the sad banana.
Yeah, he's there. Trust me, I put him in there.
He shows up a lot.
He's there right now.
We need him on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we need to put the sad banana on a t-shirt, but I might have to draw our own. I'm sure that one exists. That one belongs to someone else, and I don't feel like getting sued over it.
No, me either.
So the Oreo monkey business, which is their September flavor of the month, is banana ice cream with Oreo cookies and peanut butter swirls.
Which actually sounds fantastic, not gonna lie, but...
Well, for someone who likes Oreos, and for someone who could have banana.
But like banana peanut butter is a solid flavor pairing.
How do you know?
Because I used to be able to eat banana.
Oh, yeah, right.
I wasn't born allergic.
When did your
allergy
allergy start?
It was like middle school. Like end of elementary, early middle school. I remember being specifically at the table in the backyard in summer. It started with watermelon. Because I'm also allergic to melon. All of the melon.
No.
If we can find a picture of a sad melon to include, we will.
Trust me, I'll do it.
But, yeah, so watermelon, I was eating some on the patio in the back. It's summer. Probably after swimming or whatever. And my throat started to get itchy. And I was just like, I don't like that. I don't like how I feel when I eat watermelon. I probably shouldn't eat watermelon. And then it started happening with some other fruits and bananas.
And so cantaloupe and like honeydew melon.
Yeah.
That is the suck.
It kind of really is, because if you've ever been to any brunch place and they give you fruit salad with your breakfast,
it's all full of cantaloupe and honeydew.
It's always cantaloupe, honeydew, and like other stuff. But because it's now tainted, I can't eat any of it.
Did you like honeydew or
I did
cantaloupe?
I really like cantaloupe. And if I was ranking melons, because I can't have them anyway, so my opinion, whatever. But I would say watermelon is the top, cantaloupe is next, honeydew is kind of way at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't like cantaloupe or honeydew melon. But I'm
At all?
totally... No, not really. I'm very obsessed with watermelon, though.
I know.
I would be so sad if I suddenly developed an allergy to it. I could give up banana, but I don't want to give up watermelon.
Yeah. Would suck to be a person who's allergic. Oh, wait.
Yes. Anyway, going back to the Oreo monkey business, so they also have the Oreo cookies, and you like Oreos.
I love Oreos.
I don't like Oreos. So...
Which is on... Who are you?
I don't know. An American with taste?
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense when we're talking about Oreos.
Because Americans are supposed to like Oreos?
I think humans are supposed to like Oreos.
I don't like Oreos. They're so basic. They're like the McDonald's of cookies. Like, they're just so mass-produced and basic. And they don't really have that much of a flavor to me. Most of the flavor comes in the cream, and I'd rather just lick the cream off the cookie if I was like, had a gun to my head and I was like told, you gotta consume part of this cookie. I'll take the cream over the cookie. Stop giving me that look.
I'm gonna give you that look as long as you badmouth Oreos in my presence.
Well, it's not like you like every type.
Of Oreo?
Yeah.
No, I don't like every type of Oreo, but the classic regular Oreo is one of probably the most popular cookies, I would venture to say, globally.
Disgusting. People got no taste.
Wow. Okay. Anywho.
Although, I guess I'm the odd man out, which means that I'm probably the one who doesn't have the taste.
Probably. Anyway, Baskin Robbins is additionally, other than just the scooped ice cream, as part of the signature dishes, they have a lot of different ice cream beverages to choose from, and some of these kind of run over into Dunkin' Donuts territory. So, ice cream related beverages, they have something called the Mango Nada, which is
Nada.
Basically a mango shake. A big giant mango shake, probably with that triple mango ice cream they had today. They have something called the Cappuccino Blast, which is basically a coffee smoothie. They have your classic milkshakes, and I'm sure they have a list of different ones that they have. They also have smoothies. One thing that's not on the notes, but I saw a sign for when we were there, they have something, I don't know if it's new or if they just are marketing it more now, but it's called the affogato. And an affogato is an Italian drink usually made by putting ice cream in espresso. And they do that now. They use the Dunkin' espresso, and I guess you can pick your ice cream and you put it in there.
So you put the ice cream on top of the hot coffee? Mm-hmm. I'm guessing you drink it fast.
Well...
Otherwise, it's just going to be extra creamy espresso.
I mean, that still probably would be very good.
Yeah.
If you're a coffee person.
If it was me, like when I put any sort of like ice cream on top of something hot, like if it was going to be like the other day with the Delicious Orchards ice cream from Cold Stone. No, it wasn't Cold Stone. We don't go to Cold Stone. Why would we go to Cold Stone?
Yeah, what?
Nicholas Creamery.
Yeah.
All right. Like, it was really good by itself, but also it was incredible on top of that apple tart.
Very, very good.
Yes. Usually, I'm a big fan of putting cold ice cream on top of hot drinks or hot foods.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's as far as we go with the drinkable items. Then we move into sundaes.
Which they have your typical layered sundaes. So is that just like, I don't know, they put it in a cup and then they just have like different like smaller scoops of ice cream like inside the cup?
Let me show you.
All right.
They have a couple of different
that kind of looks similar to what I was thinking.
That are like signature flavors. They have a chocolate chip cookie dough one. They have an Oreo one. And they have a Reese's peanut butter cup one. They're huge. They're tall.
Yeah,
and they come in many different layers. And there's like a sauce at the bottom, and then ice cream, and then toppings, and then ice cream, and then toppings.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes in layers. Hence why it's called the layered sundae.
Looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a pretty basic guy when it comes to ice cream, though. I like my ice cream a little bit more uniformed. But I did enjoy what we got today. And that was that had some mix in it. Not to that degree as the pictures that you're probably seeing on your screen right now.
But you were the one who was all about the layers.
I know.
When we talked about the gelati situation.
No, I meant not. Those are distinct layers. That's I don't know, the crumbles on the nuts on the top, and then the drizzles, and then the syrups, and then stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm at least the gelati is the soft serve, and then the 2 layers of ice, and then the soft serve again.
Huh.
It's I just I can at least control how much of everything I have per bite with a gelati better than I can with a sundae like that. I don't know. It's me, I guess, just my hyper organization preferences in work as in terms of food, if you kind of get what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, and along with the layered sundaes, they also have the banana splits, which I'm sure everyone knows what a banana split is. I'm assuming they have actual bananas.
Bananas.
Hey, and I'm assuming they actually have actual bananas in the store. And then 2 to 3 scoop custom sundaes.
Yep.
So
you pick your ice cream, you pick your toppings, they give you a cherry.
Yeah, so
it's nice.
You just build it from the bottom up. Mm-hmm. All right, that's pretty nice.
And then in addition to all of that, if that wasn't enough for you, they also have ice cream cakes, and there's tons of different options. Oh my god, it's contagious.
I know, I'm sorry. I hate myself.
Options to choose from. Including one, we saw a few in the freezer today. There was one that was a unicorn. There was one that was a giant cupcake.
There was the Minecraft
There was a
cake.
Minecraft one. They have just a boatload of different ice cream cakes, and I'm sure you can ask them to, write names or something on it and customize it, as they do at every ice cream place.
Right. And it was a pretty big freezer. There was probably there was at least over 20 cakes to choose from.
Yeah, there were a lot of different options in there. I was looking for this. I didn't see it.
The polar pizzas?
I didn't see any polar pizzas, which is exactly what it sounds like, folks. They're ice cream pizzas. I will include pictures.
I want to see a picture of a polar pizza.
It's like a cookie base.
Flat? Oh.
It's like a cookie base with ice cream in the middle and then toppings and sprinkles and stuff on the top.
I feel like that's got to melt so fast.
It might.
It looks good, though. And the one on the right looks exactly like an Oreo.
It is an Oreo. It's Oreo flavor. But anyway, they didn't seem to have that, but they do exist, and in addition to that, they have creature creations, which are specific sundaes for children, based on the 2 little mascots that Baskin Robbins has, and we are going to include a picture of them. Hi, Willow.
Hello. Maybe she finally wants to be in a video.
Yes, our cat would like to be in the podcast this time.
I think that she would still make an incredible, I was going to say sponsor. Sponsor's not the right word. What's the word I'm looking for?
Mascot?
Yeah, I still think she would make an amazing mascot.
Well, we'll see.
We're including a picture right now with her in it, so...
Of course we are.
Yes.
And then they also have, at the larger Baskin Robbins locations, that you can order do-it-yourself kits for sundaes or making your own polar pizzas at home. So what this will include, it will include cups and ice cream and toppings if you're doing the sundae kit. Or if you're doing the polar pizza kit, it includes the cookie base and some toppings and the ice cream.
That's cute.
So it's really cute if you want to
do it yourself.
If you have kids and you want to.
I could see doing that, getting a couple of those for a party of kids.
Exactly.
And then they come in and they all make their own sundaes or their own polar pizzas.
Exactly. It's a very smart idea, and it would be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm.
And then whatever they don't put into the sundae or the pizza, they could still just eat anyway.
Exactly.
It's like those gingerbread houses, except ice cream.
Right. Same idea. Excuse me. My allergies are killing me.
Yeah, I'm just like tired, I think, from the ice cream.
You're crashing.
I'm crashing a little bit, but I can keep going for now.
We'll have to power through. So, now we get to the fun part, the part about what we ordered and our experience with Baskin Robbins in the past. And, I have to say, I'm not a big Baskin Robbins goer.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been one that's convenient for me to get to on a regular basis.
Right. They're not nearby.
Mm-hmm. So, I didn't go very much. One time I went on the way home from your dad's house when I was going back to my house.
You mean you got ice cream without me?
Yes, I went because my mom had asked me specifically to pick up that pralines and cream flavor, which we'll talk about in a little bit, because there's a Dunkin'/Baskin Robbins near on the way back between those two places. And so I was like, okay, well, while I'm here, let me try something. And I tried the Jamocha Almond Fudge flavor, which on paper sounds fantastic because it's Jamocha coffee ice cream, roasted almonds, and chocolate swirl, which are all things, yes, I know, which are all things that I really like, but that was terrible ice cream.
Really?
Really. I don't know if I just got, like, the bottom of the barrel, literally, but it was not good, and
Usually the bottom of the barrel is the best place to get ice cream from, though.
Is it?
In my experience, at least with the ice cream I get, like with the cherry vanilla, you want the bottom of that barrel.
That's different. In this case, it was very bad. It was not very flavorful that I would, like...
Were you spazzing out from the caffeine?
No, I barely ate any because I just didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. That one wasn't very good. But today, on our next Baskin Robbins mission, I got a seasonal flavor. I got their pumpkin cheesecake, which is pumpkin and cheesecake flavored ice creams mixed together with ginger snap cookie pieces and a cinnamon cream cheese swirl.
And did you say the graham crackers?
Well, they were ginger snaps.
Oh, right.
It tasted like the graham cracker crust. The way it was, like... Mixed in.
It was really good.
It was so good, that one.
And I don't even like cheesecake that much.
It redeemed everything from my experience with the
past.
The previous Jamocha Fudge incident.
Yeah.
Like, this pumpkin cheesecake was so good.
They either, like, upped their game since the last time you've been there, or... You just got really unlucky.
Yeah, or maybe it's just a flavor I don't like. Like, I don't have to like every single flavor of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
But the pumpkin cheesecake was really, really good. The best bites that I had were the ones with the ginger snap cookie pieces, because it tasted like...
It was really good.
Graham cracker crust, and that's my favorite part of a cheesecake. And then you had the pumpkin flavor, and it wasn't, like, overly pumpkin-y.
Nope.
Because I'm not a big pumpkin... I don't like pumpkin spice drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a pumpkin coffee individual, but you give me some pumpkin ice cream or some pumpkin cheesecake or some pumpkin muffins, and I will tear those things up.
Yeah, it tasted very similar to our friend Steven's pumpkin cheesecake that he made.
It really did. It tasted like that, but ice cream. So, it was very, very good.
And his cheesecake is really good.
Yes.
If he actually ever listened to our podcast... then he would see this compliment, but I'm not going to tell him.
He'll never know.
No, he's not.
That we were talking nicely about him.
Yes, and that's the only nice he's ever going to get again.
Dang, that's harsh. But those are my two big experiences with Baskin Robbins that I can talk about.
What did you get, though, that one time? Like... One of the things that I remember the most about Baskin Robbins is that during quarantine, when we were like stuck in different houses for months on end, the first time I saw you in months was when you came by with your mom in the car and you dropped off ice cream. Like, do you remember what you got then?
I don't think I got ice cream at all.
And so you just went along with for the ride?
I'll tell you why. I think because it's a Dunkin' Donuts / Baskin Robbins, I think she got ice cream and I got coffee.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, I probably got an iced latte instead of ice cream because, we were there.
Yeah. That would make sense. But, okay. I was just curious if you remember what you did, and that would make sense.
Yeah, I think it was coffee.
Me? I've had in the past, what was it, rainbow sherbet? I believe that is what you got for me the time that you came by during COVID. And that was like the first time in like 3 or 4 months that I saw you. And you're like, hey, babe, here's some ice cream. And I'm like, cool. I mean,
Is that the conversation we had?
it was something along those lines. I don't exactly remember what we said other than we were just happy to see one another.
Yeah.
After being stuck in our own houses. And the only interactions that we've had were like playing Super Smash Brothers online stuff.
Yeah. We played a lot of Minecraft during...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were Minecrafting all over the place those days.
Yep.
I miss our old server, the one we had on PS4.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, anyway. So, the Rainbow Sherbet, that was a big tangent. It was pretty good. It tasted like your general sherbet. I don't really think sherbets taste that different from one another. I don't know how you feel about that. Do you just not have a lot of sherbet to be able to, like, make that distinction?
I am not, I don't hate sherbet. It's not my favorite either. I just don't really, I don't know, I don't really have an opinion on sherbet. It's okay.
It's okay.
Apparently, Baskin Robbins Rainbow Sherbet is a combination of raspberry, pineapple, and orange.
Those are some pretty good flavors. I mean, I love tart raspberry, and sweet pineapple is great. Orange is not my favorite flavor, but I think it complements both of them really well. Mm-hmm. And then, so that was like the first time, and like the first time I could remember having Baskin Robbins, because I was never a big Baskin Robbins kid growing up. If we got anything, it was like very occasional when I went out with my mom and my sister, and she went to go get coffee or something, and maybe it was later in the day, and we didn't get donuts. And, speaking of which, it is a really great sales model to have an ice cream place in with your, your typical adult coffees and whatnots. Because, I mean, the kids are going to come in, they could get donuts, but also, like, there's ice cream right there. And the kids are probably going to ask for the ice cream over the donuts. I don't know.
I would agree with that.
If I was a kid who went to Dunkin' Donuts a lot... Yes, meow. I'm here. She's so silly.
Apparently she has big opinions on donuts.
Well, then she needs to be part of this podcast already. But yeah, what I'm saying is that it's a really good sales model I have right there where you bring yourself to go get coffee so you can keep trudging through your day like a responsible adult. Your kids can, like, also go in with you and they're like, Mommy, I want ice cream. And then you're like, oh man, but they're asking and, like, it's later in the day and I could get them a donut, but I guess I could get them ice cream. Like, it's smart. It's like...
Definitely.
It's like when you go up to a cash register at a shopping, like a shopping place, and then there's all the stuff on the sides. Yeah. Yes. But what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say that they have the cute little Creature Creations cups for kids. They're like a kid cup.
Oh, you mean that Grimace-looking thing?
Yeah, one looks like a Grimace, and one looks like a little girl. I don't know what her deal is. Yeah. So, I'm sure do they have names? They probably have names.
I think they had names. I don't remember what they were. I'm just going to call it the slightly more blue Grimace.
Blue Creature. That's what his name is.
Yeah, Grimace. Got it. Okay.
Blue Creature. And Blossom. We interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast to bring you a note from the future. Guys, it's been a while since I've had to record one of these, but boy oh boy did we mess up when we said that the creature creations that are currently on display at Baskin Robbins are Baskin Robbins mascots, because oh boy, they are not. So, the blue creature creation and the Blossom creature creation are both promotional images from the movie If with Ryan Reynolds, which is, on a side note, a fantastic movie that requires at least a box of Kleenex to watch. And also, Blue is similar to the Grimace, but he's much bigger. Blossom is not a bee and is in fact a butterfly. I don't know what I was talking about. And Baskin Robbins actually has traditional creature creations that they normally have, but they were just doing a promotional thing for the film since it recently came out. So I'm going to talk to you about their normal creature creations, kids, cups. So, typically, Baskin Robbins has 3 different creature creations you can choose from. They have Roaring Dinosaur, Magical Unicorn, and Out of This World Martian, all of which are very, very cute and have little accessories that go on in and on the cup for the kids. Currently, the Blue and Blossom ones are the ones that they have because they are working to promote the film, which, if you enjoy really sweet movies that kind of have the same vibe as Up, you should give it a watch. But anywho, we were wrong and we are fixing that wrong right now, so thank you, and maybe try one of the promotional creature creations, or if you're not into that, wait until Roaring Dino, Magical Unicorn, and Mr. Martian come back. Who looks to be a bug? Bee? Is she a bee?
It's a bee. It's got to be a bee.
Yeah.
We'll include pictures of these weird-looking things, but it's just the Grimace.
It's fuzzier than the Grimace, though. The Grimace doesn't have fur.
Wait, it doesn't?
No, the Grimace is a...
He's fuzzy-looking, though.
Oops, that's spelled wrong.
Isn't the Grimace also like a taste bud?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a taste bud. Oh, he is fuzzy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, he's a fuzzy taste bud. Even this
thing is
this
cursed.
pop vinyl thing looks fuzzy.
Look at it, its eyes. It's cursed.
Yeah, save that picture so they can show it to them.
It's terrifying. Okay, hang on.
Anyway, I'll go into my next flavor, the thing I had today, which was the baseball nut. And this is something I've never heard of before, and I'm guessing like maybe it's a seasonal thing, or maybe it has something to do with like some sports thing that's going on. But the baseball nut consists of raspberry swirls teamed with roasted cashews and classic vanilla flavored ice cream. And it was pretty good. I got it in a waffle cone, and
can't go wrong with a waffle cone.
No, and I was literally about to say I'm becoming a huge waffle cone snob. Like, I'm starting to get pretty addicted to waffle cones ever since I went to Nicholas Creamery the other day. Oh my god, it was the first time I had their waffle cones there. They are the best waffle cones I've ever had. I'm just giving Nicholas Creamery a little bit of shout out. But the Baskin Robbins waffle cone, really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. In terms of flavor, it was probably the second best waffle cone I've had so far.
Second best, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's up there with Ryan's, but I think that this one was really good in terms of flavor. The only problem I had with it was the fact that it was not sealed tightly on the bottom.
No.
So it started to drip through the bottom of the thing, and once I pulled off the the paper to like get down while I'm eating down from the top, it started to drip pretty profusely.
Yep.
And that became a problem on the ride home.
Yep. Got all over the car.
Yeah. In terms of flavor, waffle cone, really good. But in terms of like the make of it, that could have been a little bit better. But I don't know if that was just like an error with that particular cone.
It could have just been that cone. It happens. Again, I keep mentioning this nameless place in Aberdeen because we still haven't done the review for them yet. But their waffle cone, I have had the waffle cone there at least 3 times. And every single time, frickin' gets all over me. And I don't know why I keep doing it to myself.
Yeah, you need to either eat faster or just get less ice cream.
I just need to get a cup next time. I don't know. Anywho.
But moving back into the flavor that I got, the raspberry swirls, this was pretty good. It would kind of reminded me of like the taste of a like raspberry and lemon ice cream kind of deal. I don't really think that there was like any lemon in it, but it tasted like there might have been like a slight amount. And the roasted cashews were really nice. I didn't
taste any lemon.
Oh, it tasted lemony-ish to me, but it might have been the color that was like tricking my brain, like yellow SIBO.
Maybe you need to stop with the SIBO.
I'm SIBOing myself all over the place. And then yeah, apparently the rest of it was just classic flavored vanilla ice cream. It was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. That is what that particular flavor is kind of what brought my entire opinion up. Of my opinion on Baskin Robbins in general. Like Holly said, we were never like very big Baskin Robbins people. The only kind of ice creams that we've had from them up until now was lackluster.
Exactly.
But they got really lucky with making the two that we chose today like really solid right before we do this podcast.
Yeah, there was. So I think our issue is just exposure, right? Because we've never been really exposed to Baskin Robbins a lot in the past, and the limited exposure we had was just A-okay. But are you finished with your description? Okay. Because for a little bonus order that we have this time, my mom, upon hearing that we were going to Baskin Robbins, she said, and I quote, "Okay, you have to get me my favorite flavor. This is a flavor they only make there, and I need you to get it for me." And we're like, "Oh, okay, if they have it." And she's
when
like,
she says favorite flavor, does she mean favorite flavor of all places?
It's up there on her list of all-time favorite flavors of ice cream.
Dang. Yes. Okay.
So that speaks very highly of Baskin Robbins in this case. The flavor is called Pralines and Cream, and it is vanilla ice cream with Southern-inspired praline pecans and a gooey caramel swirl. Mm-hmm. You should let that cat out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the cat out. But go on.
Who let the cats out?
Me.
But anywho. So I ordered it for her. I got her the thing. It is in the freezer now because she wasn't going to have it right away. But it's there. I tasted a we're going to get it tax bite of it just to see kind of what the thing. And it was okay. I think just coming down off of the high of pumpkin cheesecake, everything else I tasted after that was going to be like meh. It was good. I mean, they had good caramel, it had nuts, and it was classic ice cream.
Yeah. I didn't try it myself, but it smelled good.
Yeah, and it looked good. We have a picture of it, and we'll share that, obviously.
Yeah, by the time that I finished mine on the car home, my hands were sticky. I'd still need to wipe down the steering wheel, and my shirt was covered in it, so I was pretty full and done with ice cream by the time I got back home.
That's fair.
Yes.
So, the overall review, I would say this was a very creamy and solid consistency for ice cream.
Yes, it was very good. Like tactile wise,
texturally,
it was really nice. When it melted, it had like, I don't know, it looked, even when it was melting, it looked nice to me.
And let me tell you something. This was the smartest thing I've ever seen happen at the ice cream place.
Okay.
And I took a picture of it because I'm like, oh my god, why isn't everyone doing this? I ordered my mom's first because I was still deciding on my flavor.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Then I ordered mine. And then while she was building yours, before she did, she put the cups back in the freezer and just had them sit there so they wouldn't melt while they were on the counter. And I was like, oh my god, that's genius.
Why doesn't everywhere do this?
Why doesn't every place do this? My eyes have been opened, right? Like, that's crazy. Mm-hmm, So that was just like a bonus little thing of like, wow, Baskin Robbins is doing something right. Or maybe just that lady was doing something right. I don't know. Point is, it was something I noticed and it was appreciated.
Yes, that was so smart. I wonder if that was a her thing, or if that was they taught everyone to do this thing.
A company thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. If it was her idea, she's genius.
Yep.
And if not, more places need to be doing that.
Definitely.
Really, really smart. That stuck out in my brain as well. I wouldn't have thought to bring it up unless you did. I'm glad you did.
I did. I wanted to make sure I brought that up because that was unique and something I haven't seen before. And I'm like, we're 11 episodes into this. That means this is the 11th ice cream shop we've been to. Actually, we've been to more that we just haven't reviewed yet. But
right.
But so at least 11 ice cream shops, maybe more that we've seen. No one has done this. So.
I can't believe that we've gone to 11 ice cream shops at least for the sake of this podcast.
I know.
Oh, it adds up so much. But in terms of flavor, it was really good.
Yeah, we talked, I think, a lot about how the flavors we chose were really well crafted. All good things on that end. Yes,
it was very good. And experience, atmosphere, and location. Well, it was a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, the inside looks like Dunkin' Donuts. There's tables to sit at that you could, in theory, eat your ice cream and chill for a minute.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It doesn't look amazing, but it's fine. It's functional.
Yeah.
It gets the job done for the sake of, consuming your ice cream.
Exactly. And then the quality to cost ratio, I would say this was very reasonable because the total cost for 3 of us, because we got 2 double scoops and 1 single scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got the double on the cone, my mom got a double in the cup, I got a single because I wasn't feeling super hungry for ice cream.
And you didn't know that it was actually going to be good?
And I wasn't sure that I didn't know how much I was going to like it, so I was like, let me get 1. And then we're halfway home in the car and my ice cream's gone and I'm just like,
Isn't it nice when you go in expecting it to be not that great and then you go away
and
from
it's way
it?
better?
Yeah.
Yes. That's why keep your expectations low, people. Don't get things hyped up, because then you will be disappointed. It's nice to have low expectations and then not be disappointed.
Yeah, just like the Pizza Hut.
Don't even get me started on Pizza Hut. Anyway, so we had a double scoop waffle cone, a double scoop cup, and a single scoop cup. All of this was $18.95.
That's not bad.
Which, for reference, that is about $3 less than Dairy Queen.
And it tasted way better.
And let me pull this up.
You have a whole spreadsheet here.
I do. It is $5 less than Cold Stone to feed the same amount of people.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all.
And it is technically a smidge more expensive than Rita's, but by 50 cents.
Yeah, that's not much.
So
it's pretty comparable.
Yeah.
And so you're taking when we went to Rita's, did we buy 3 things?
We did.
Okay.
That's why I'm picking the things we bought for 3 people.
All right.
Because not every time. Sometimes my mom gets in on the action and sometimes she does not. So, but in this case, yes.
Okay.
So, about $19 for everything. And it was all good.
Yeah.
So now, the hard part.
The placement on the tier list.
The placement on the tier list.
And we discussed it a little bit while we were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to start off?
Let me pull up. I am pulling up
the tier list as it exists at the moment.
Last episode.
After the Frozen Yo.
After Froyo.
Alright, so here we go. And you'll be seeing this on your screens as well.
And in case you are just listening for audio purposes, the list in descending order is in the S tier, Frozen Flavors, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, and Strollo's Lighthouse. In the A tier, Nicholas Creamery, Carvel, Ralph's, and the Froyo Cafe. In the B tier, Rita's and Cold Stone. The C tier is currently empty, and then in its own category, in the D tier, is Dairy Queen.
D for Dairy Queen.
Yes.
Yes. I feel bad, but they need to be there.
For now.
Yes. Unless we find something absolutely horrible that makes them seem better, but
anything is possible.
Anything is possible. So, we were originally thinking about putting it in like C, or somewhere around Dairy Queen's area, like before we visited. But
that's where we predicted it would end up.
But it's not that bad.
And guess what? We were wrong.
Yes. So, it's not C. So what I was thinking of, I was thinking of putting it around B. And not just to like get some naming scheme thing going on, like D for Dairy Queen and B for Baskin Robbins. No.
Well, if that was the case, we would have put Carvel in C immediately, and we didn't do that. So.
Yeah, because Carvel can't go in C. It's too good. So then it's just a matter of like where in the B list. We have Rita's there right now along with Cold Stone. And if you guys remember, maybe we should put Cold Stone in C. I don't know. Maybe
C for Cold Stone?
C for Cold Stone. Maybe we'll move it down there at some point. I don't know. But
it could get bumped.
Cold Stone just bothers me for so many different reasons. And I think it's really not that great of a company. They're weird.
They are weird.
Yes.
We still need to play that video game.
Alright. Well, maybe they deserve to be in B just for the video game. But we have to see how good the video game is. Anyway, so, we definitely want to put Baskin Robbins somewhere in the B tier list. But we just got to decide where. I would say they're better than Cold Stone.
I know where I want them.
Alright, where do you want them?
Because I want them right in the middle. Between Rita's and Cold Stone.
And that's what I was thinking as
well. Because they are better than Cold Stone, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I still have... Cold Stone has its flaws, but they have dark chocolate ice cream, and so I'm always gonna be, like, a little bit happy that they exist.
Does it really... Can
it's
you really...
hard to find. It's not nowhere anymore. Oh, that was horrible grammar.
Miss English teacher.
It exists infrequently.
All right. Where does it exist that isn't Cold Stone?
There's a place down in Asbury Park that we went to, but we haven't reviewed yet.
Oh, that place.
And they had really good dark chocolate ice
cream.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I whispered. It wasn't a secret. They have really good dark chocolate ice cream.
I'll be surprised if that picked up by the
There's like
microphone.
Barely any
waveform
waves there.
I'll add subtitles if I need to.
But yeah, it's not terribly easy to find. So the fact that I know it's always going to be at Cold Stone because that's a chain and it always has it. Like if I'm having a hankering for dark chocolate,
right.
I quit. Dark chocolate ice cream.
Good job, Miss English teacher.
I can go there and I know I can get it. But at the same time...
That's the only redeeming quality they have. And that's one thing. Cold Stone has no redeeming qualities for me.
Okay, settle down. We're going to get sued.
Alright.
They have redeeming qualities. They're expensive and the product isn't as good as some other places. So...
Will they sue us?
I hope not.
Okay.
But stop risking it.
Alright, fine.
So... I would place Baskin Robbins above Cold Stone, after Rita's, right in the middle of B tier. What do you think?
I would agree with that. Rita's, I still have a fondness for Rita's that comes from my childhood. Cold Stone is I've said what I need to say about Cold Stone, so I would agree. I think that it deserves to be in B tier between the Rita's and Cold Stone Creamery.
Excellent. That is where we will place them. Okay, folks, that's the 11th episode of Scooped Podcast. If you haven't already done so, follow us on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter. Check us out on YouTube, all using the handle @Scooped Podcast. If you would like, you could also follow us on Spotify under the name Scooped Podcasts. Tell a friend where to go, so you'll always know about your frozen favorites. And remember to tune in next week for a review of a Central Jersey soft serve stand. And I have to tell you, I'm excited about this one. Yeah,
we've passed it a million times, and I don't think we've ever stopped in, so I'm looking forward to seeing, if we've done messed up this entire time, or if it was better forgotten. But but I've heard good things about it, so I think that it's definitely going to be the former and not the latter.
A friend of mine at work says that she's not a big ice cream person, but when she wants ice cream, this is where she goes.
Ooh, alright, I'm looking forward to that.
So that should be interesting. But we will find out more about that next week in episode 12. Remember to tune in at that time, and thank you, as always, for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening and watching. Alright, bye.
Bye!